Adam.
Hello,
Hi.
sorry, it's technology. Yes,
No, that's fine.
sorry.
You're bang on time. I've got no worries whatsoever. No problem.
Marvelous.
Okay, so
Excellent.
Adam. Oh, can you hear
Yes,
us?
I can hear you. Yes.
It's just that's the main thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Because you know what these things are like.
Yeah, I can
Am I
hear
clear?
you. You're a
Perfect.
bit quiet, but I don't know if
Okay.
anyone can't hear Adam. Let us know in the Q&A.
Hmm.
Okay, but I will try and keep my volume down. Maybe that's the problem. Probably. Oh, we cannot hear Adam.
Okay, fair enough. Let me see what I can do at this end. Uh, is that any better?
No, that's actually quieter.
No. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Audio. We're not going to do that.
Oh, someone else can hear you though, so there's mixed reviews. Okay.
How's that?
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, much
Okay.
louder. Yeah. That's great. Thank you. Okay, guys. Okay, so some people can hear, some people can't. But I think that should be sorted now. Hopefully, everyone can hear him. Okay,
Excellent.
we
Yes.
will start. Yeah, take a sip of your tea. Let's
Yeah.
take a breather. Okay, let's start by if you could possibly introduce yourself because you are a photographer, which is very exciting. So introduce,
Uh,
tell us about what you do, and also
yeah.
why are you part of the Association of Photographers?
Okay. So I work as an advertising lifestyle photographer, which means I work business to business. So I get commissioned by brands, advertising agencies, um, small retailers, doing a whole range of things around lifestyle, which can be anything from for instance, last week I was up Snowdon in Wales photographing for an active footwear brand. So it can be anything from that kind of thing through down to I've got a client who, the two Italian guys who run a gelato business in Leicester. And they've been doing it for about 10 or 15 years, and I've been working with them for a while. So it could be anything from sort of like up a mountain photographing trail runners to photographing Italians making gelato in Leicester. So it's quite a broad thing, but my main kind of focus for it, and this is something that probably takes a bit of time for people who are working to kind of get a clear understanding of, is my kind of vision, my kind of like the reason why I do the work that I do is it's all around themes of environment and community. So any client who wants to work with me who are keen on kind of upbuilding community, making things better for the people that they employ or the people that they serve with their business, those are the sorts of industries and sectors that I kind of try and get work from and stuff. But like I say, it can take a little while for us all to kind of work out what it is that we're doing. And I'm a bit older than some of you there watching this, and it took me a long time to work out what it is that really gets me excited, and that's okay to do. So yeah.
I love that, but you have a niche, yeah. I
Hmm.
think that's something that's really important for people watching. Like, remember, you are not just going to be like a photographer for everything and anything. Like, you will probably end up finding a niche. So keep an ear to the ground, keep looking, keep listening as
Yeah.
to what you are interested in, paying attention
Hmm.
to your own emotions there.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a wide range of clients, though. I will say, yeah, up a mountain and then in a gelato store.
Yeah.
Does your day like 90% of the time look like that? Are you like traveling all the time? Sounds exhausting.
No, no, that's a myth, I think. So when you work for yourself, so I'm freelance, I run my own business. So I am both an accountant, a marketer, um, a photographer. I am the accounts person who sends out invoices, chases invoices. I pay the bills. I research which is the best internet provider. So you wear lots of hats. So it's not like you just do one thing all the time. Probably a ratio would be maybe, I don't know, 30% of the time you're photographing, filming stuff. And then the rest of the time is you're kind of like doing other stuff. But a lot of it is around sort of community. Like when you work for yourself, it can be a very solo thing. You can be, I mean, I'm sat in my kind of kitchen at the moment because I'm not in the studio. Um, so you can be working by yourself along a lot of the time. So a key thing is to kind of build up networks and get to know people who are doing similar things to you, but also kind of just be in touch with folk, because when you're employed, you're generally surrounded by other people. You might be working from home a bit, but you're in an office or a studio, loads of other people around you. So that's kind of one of the things that takes up the portion of time. It's okay to go and have a coffee with someone, because that's actually you're working. It's just a different type of work.
Absolutely. And is that partly why you joined the Association of Photographers? Sorry, I really struggled with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
In order to be able to network and, I guess build that portfolio of people that you can help and they can help you.
Yeah, the AOP are at the forefront of trade associations, which kind of sounds like you're a builder or you're I don't know, an electrician. But a trade association is a body, an organization that serves its members. It helps provide good advice. It helps provide business support. It's also sort of a kind of a trading place of best practice. And that's basically how to do stuff well and do it in the right way. Yeah. So joining the AOP, you go through sort of a portfolio review. So you send in examples of your work, and then you can you get selected if your work's of a professional standard expected by people who are buying that service. And yeah, it's kind of like a what's the word? Like a badge. It's like you've been recognized that you know what you're doing. Photography can be one of those things where it's relatively easy to get a decent camera that can make some decent pictures. And though it's kind of like possibly quite easy to convince someone to pay you to do that. But as you can imagine, some people do that really, really well and are really focused on doing a good job and exceeding what people are asking for. Other people just want the money. So being part of a trade organization like the AOP, it just gives another sort of level of confidence to people who in some cases spending a lot of money with you, because it costs a lot to produce good work. So yeah, that covers a whole load of sort of reasons of recognizing your professional standard, but also giving you support and business advice and that sort of that networking thing, like you said, about other peers and things. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I think AOP do have some really helpful resources on their website, I'm pretty sure, because
They do.
yes, amazing. I have seen it before. Also, guys, I've included in the chat there a link to our ultimate resources spreadsheet, which does have a tab which is all about trade bodies, and they're all categorized, and the AOP is in there underneath photography and videography. So go have a look and you'll be able to see all of the helpful trade bodies available.
Yeah.
But obviously, the people watching are young. They probably haven't started their photography careers yet. What would be an equivalent way of them being able to build those networks, get that support without joining the trade body because they might not be ready?
Absolutely. So if you're doing like a GCSE or A-level or equivalent BTEC within sort of media studies and things, I'm sure you'll have some sort of photography department within the school or the academy or wherever you're at. Speak to the tutors, speak to like the support staff, maybe get like a start a little network of your own, really. Like I help coordinate a network in Leicester for creatives called Creative Coffee. And we just kind of like, it's just been running forever because we just make it happen. Get together, maybe say on a Thursday after school or something, or after courses are finished, get together, share some work that you're doing and stuff. And I think the main thing, because you've got to sort of learn like technical stuff about what to press, when to press it, all the stuff that you can do on a computer with it and things, those sorts of stuff, whilst can make something look interesting and cool, they can polish something. But actually, if you've got a story to tell about the work that you're creating or something that you're interested in and you're passionate about it, talk about those things, because talking about your work and why you do it really adds much more value and weight to the stuff that you're showing. You might have made something really nice look nice in Photoshop, but if it's just a picture of I don't know, a pair of shoes, and it doesn't really have a meaning behind it apart from a nice picture of shoes. That's not as interesting as you photographing a pair of shoes that belonged to, I don't know, a famous track and field star that you met or something, and they overcome adversity to become the best that they do and stuff. So yeah, create little groups amongst yourselves and talk amongst yourselves about what makes a good image and have you seen this, and that helps you get excited about it as well, because it is about community at the end of it.
Absolutely, I think that's so right. And I love that idea of always coming back to the fact that it's storytelling. I think it's very easy to
Mm.
forget that taking a picture of a moment in time is, it's more than just that moment in time. It
Yeah.
should be saying a lot more anyway.
Mm.
And equipment.
Yes.
Where would someone be able to, do you have any like hacks for how you might be able to get your hands on equipment for no cost, very low cost?
Sometimes I see posts on a platform called LinkedIn from arts tutors asking if anyone's got anything they could possibly donate to a school. That can be a help. So if you're a teacher, don't be afraid about asking if you're on LinkedIn if there are any professionals who've got some old kit knocking around, because we do collect stuff over time and we don't get rid of it because it's not really worth us selling it. It just sits there. So that can be a good way. Buying secondhand is always a good way. So there's places like mpb.com who are based in Brighton, and Wex Photo Video, WEX. They're good places to buy second-hand equipment. But it is also a case, like, the equipment's important, but don't succumb to the marketing that you've got to have the latest and greatest to make something lovely. You don't. You can make work on something that's really old and it still looks lovely. So that would be kind of secondhand. Art teachers ask if anyone's got anything, and then really learn with the stuff that you've got. Even like on your phone is okay to be kind of doing stuff. It's the best camera you've got is the one that you've got with you. So there's always that as well.
Absolutely. You've got to, we always say at Eric, the less money that we had, which is basically we never have any money, we always have to like hack our way through the system. And that actually creates a much more creative end result, doesn't it? Because you have to think outside the box and come up with creative problem solving solutions. So yeah, don't rely on like an amazing quality camera. That is not going to solve your problems.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
And getting a client. Okay, so getting your first client. What is your best, most unusual story of how you managed to land a client, so that we can just show people that it doesn't always come from a really mundane place,
Okay, so I every quarter, so every season, spring, summer, autumn, winter, I make, and I haven't got one to show you to hand, a little zine, which is a little self-printed booklet. It's A6 in size, so it's kind of that size, and I do projects every 3 months around community, environment, and sustainability. And I give them to clients, people I'm interested in working with and stuff. And I've got so many introductions and conversations with people because it's shown what I'm interested in, and people are really actually interested in what you're behind, what goes on behind the camera, who you are and what you're into. And I'm not talking like the Instagram or the TikTok selfies and that sort of thing. It's actually like, what are you passionate about and what are you interested in, and make something nice, show it to people, and they'll have conversations because something will resonate with them, and they'll get excited about it, and then they might not have something for you straight away, but you'll certainly be in their mind later on down the line where they've got something come in that they want to do. And actually, I'd really like that person to do that because I really liked what they did with this thing. So yeah, do your work, do stuff that you're passionate about, and then make something nice from it to show people. It's basically, yeah, just make and show and tell really is kind of the thing.
I think that's such a good piece of advice there. And also, like, as someone that runs a business and sometimes does hire people to do like freelancers to do specific things, if a message has resonated with us, like you're saying,
Mm.
you have a very specific theme and niche that you promote. If that resonates with a potential client, they will remember that. It will
Yeah.
stick in their heads.
Mm.
So when the time comes, they will call upon you. Adam, thank you so much. Also, thank you for answering our questions, because I know that they were ad hoc. They were not the questions that I sent over to you at all. They were completely different.
I know. Yeah. I hope I didn't mumble or
No,
waffle
no,
too much.
you were great. I think I keep going off piece. I have other things that I want to ask people rather than promise to ask.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Adam. It is time for our next speaker, Ollie from Organic Publicity. Thank you, Adam. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Yeah. Ta-ra.
It's been amazing.